Welcome to Crowdin Power Up, where we dive into the most exciting and innovative features on the Crowdin platform. Good morning from sunny Dallas. It's beautiful weather again, Dorota. We're in November and it's still mid-80s here in Dallas. How's the weather in Amsterdam?
Good afternoon from Amsterdam. It's not rainy today.
That's good.
It's cloudy and chilly, but it's nice weather, nice autumn weather.
All right. We're going to record an episode of Crowdin Power Up, and I'm excited because it's video related, and you know I love all the video related stuff. This afternoon we're doing video dubbing, and I believe there's some new features available in Crowdin, so tell us a little bit more about it.
Sure. So we are looking into Dubbing Studio. So Dubbing Studio in Crowdin offers now video dubbing. So until now it was only voice, but now you can take any video and transform it into a multilingual experience in just a few clicks. So Dubbing Studio will generate the transcript for you. You can also upload the transcript as well. And then you can translate the transcript directly in the Crowdin editor and then bring the text to life with realistic voices powered by 11 Labs. And when you do so, you can choose your speaker voices, you can fine-tune speed or similarity, and then let Crowdin synchronize everything automatically on the timeline. And at the end, you get a perfectly dubbed video in any language without leaving your localization ecosystem. So it's all in one place. But before we jump into creating a dubbed video, I have a short remark. So not all videos are made equal, and not all videos will resonate well when we implement AI dubbing. The best type of content for AI dubbing and synthetic voices are short-form videos, such as product tutorials, how-to videos, educational videos, maybe customer support videos as well, also videos for social media, and AI dubbing works great in games as well. So with Crowdin Dubbing Studio, you can create multiple language versions of your videos in a fast and secure way and with voices that sounds like human voices.
Awesome. And I think the first demo you're going to be showing us starts with transcription. That's a great feature in any video program. I like that very much in Riverside as well. This is going the same direction, so I'm excited to show us.
Sure. So I will show you the power of video dubbing in 3 steps. So first we'll go from video to transcript, then from one language to many, and finally from one video to many. So are you ready for step 1?
All right, let's do it.
So first you need to go to the voice dubbing for Dubbing Studio app in Crowdin. You have to scroll to the very bottom and then request access right here. You will have access to the video dubbing feature then. And then you are ready to go to the project, upload the video, and your video can be now displayed in Dubbing Studio, which is under Tools, Dubbing Studio. There's a video tab. So this is our video. Let's have a look at it. So this is a sample of our previous episode on Vector Cloud. At the end of the current episode, we will both speak a language none of us can speak in the real life.
That's cool.
So there are many languages we both speak. If we combine it, maybe, I know it's like 10, maybe 12. Yeah. But there are some we don't, although we might understand this new language. So can you maybe guess which new language we will be speaking in at the end of this episode?
I'm hoping you're going to say Arabic maybe, but...
I knew you will say Arabic, but no, it won't be Arabic. It will be something else, so you will find out in a bit. So once we have our video here, first thing is we have to generate transcription. So there's this option here, transcription. We can generate it with AI, or we can upload existing files, such as an SRT file. We will generate it with AI, just to show you that that's possible. And the next step is we will have to translate our transcript, and we can do it directly in the Crowdin editor. And this is our language, so the surprise, we are dubbing our video into Portuguese. So that's a language none of us can speak fluently.
That's true.
Unless you learned it since the last time we spoke.
No. I heard Renato Beninato speak some in Saudi Arabia, but I don't speak it at all.
Yeah, I can understand a little bit, but not enough. So this is our transcript, right? So now it's time to translate it. But also, before you translate it, you can also go and edit the time codes if for any reason something is off. You have some flexibility. Here you can edit the start time and end time for every segment of your transcript. Now it's time to translate it. You can do it manually, of course. You can translate it manually. You can translate it with AI pre-translation, or you can use agentic AI to translate it. For the purpose of this video, we'll use agentic AI just to show you this great feature in Crowdin again. Now this is my prompt. You can see it at the bottom now. Now let me explain why this prompt. So in the real life projects, we need to remember that the length of translation matters, right? So when we dub a video, the length of translation has to be the same as the original. And what is equally important is the lip synchronization. So the translation has to fit the lip movements, and it has to be the same speed, right? Otherwise, the text won't be synchronized. Yeah. And, well, the translated text have to resemble the lip movements of the original. So I included all these requirements in my prompt. And to verify if the translation meets these requirements, it's always wise to keep human experts in this workflow for better viewer experience. So even with the best technology, we need a dubbing expert in this workflow. So now my transcript is very quickly translated into Portuguese. I can have a look at few segments. So everything is translated here. Now what I will do, I want to go back to my video. So under the files, video, we will go back to the video. Under the source section, I will click on the video. If you go to the context just below, you can see the transcript again. You can double check it, also play the video again to check if the transcript is correct. You can always go back to the editor and correct it. You can correct both the transcript and translation anytime you want. Now when I go to the translation section over here, and I will hit create, Crowdin very quickly creates for us both sound tracks, so for the original and for the dubbing version. So this is the first part. We went from a video to transcript and to translation in our selected language. Now it's time for part 2. So how did you like it so far?
Yeah, it looks very intuitive, and yeah, what technology is getting better and better. I'm always impressed with what our engineers come up with. This is really great. Go ahead.
So now it's the time to teach us to speak the new language. We only have the text, but we can't speak it yet. So by clicking on the text segments, I can add a new voice. So I have prepared some voices here. So this is European Portuguese. For every voice, I can set the parameters. For example, I can set the speed, stability, similarity. And for this purpose, for the synthetic voices, Crowdin works with 11 labs. So first you need to configure your Crowdin account with your API from 11 labs. We showed how to do it in a separate video on Dubbing Studio. So soon there will be more providers as well, especially for better dubbing into Asian languages. An important note here, Crowdin lets users bring their own key and doesn't charge a margin on top, which is a different approach from many other platforms that usually add a margin to API calls. Crowdin doesn't do it. And it uses APIs to the maximum. For example, when a user uploads a video and does transcription, voice cloning happens immediately to make the dubbed AI actor sound as similar as the original as possible.
And for anybody who's not familiar with 11 laps and what it takes to create an API key there, it's really not, there's nothing to it really. As long as you have a credit card, they'll make it really easy for you. So it shouldn't be a big undertaking if you've never done it. It's just a matter of creating an account and getting your own key, and that's it really.
Yes, it's all very intuitive. There's nothing really complicated here. Now let's put a new voice and new language into our mouth. We'll generate the first voice for the first segment, and let's have a listen. I can delete some filler words such as this just to make it sound better, more natural.
Said I'm going to be taking this clip and bragging about it to my family in Switzerland that I've learned a new language.
Yes, so this was you speaking Portuguese. We will save the changes. And now we have to do the same for the other clips as well. Now I select the voice again. So here, these voices that you can see here, they come from your library in 11 Labs. So before I started this project, I selected few voices, European Portuguese voices, male and female, into my library folder. And now all these voices can appear here under the voice drop-down menu. So you can do the same, you can choose any voice, and then the voices will appear in the drop-down here.
So if I'm correct, if I'm understanding it correctly, you can either dub your own voice or you can pick any voice that you want in the library. Is that correct?
Yes, you can. Yes, exactly. Yes. And then the voices from the library will appear here in Crowdin. But first you have to add it to your library, otherwise the voices will not appear here in the drop-down menu. So we can adjust the speed. We need to generate. So that was the second segment of you speaking Portuguese, and now we have to do the same for other segments as well. You have to make sure, of course, that every text block has the same length as the original, and ideally the lips movement should be synchronized as well. So once I finish generating the voices, I will also move around these blocks a little bit so that everything is aligned correctly. So we can have a listen.
Prevejo que os ouvidos de muitos tradutores se animaram ao escutar sobre este
you won't need me anymore for these Crowdin Power Up recordings. We'll just do it all automatically.
No, not really. This is just dubbing. We still need new content. You are there to create new content. So I can see that this block, for example, is not aligned correctly. I will move it around because I want everything to sound perfect, and I will align the other blocks as well.
I like that visual moving around. That's really handy.
Prevejo que os ouvidos de muitos tradutores se animaram ao escutar sobre este recurso que nunca consideramos usar. Correspondências imprecisas abaixo de 50%, quanto mais de 10%. Se pudéssemos aproveitar isso, seria maravilhoso.
So now it sounds much better.
Estou a interromper.
I can maybe make some tracks shorter, but now I can move to the next voice, which is my voice. And here I also want the dubbed voice to be as similar to my voice as possible. Let's have a listen. So this is how I sound speaking Portuguese, and I need to do the same in the next blocks as well. Here I can delete the filler word as well, so this word corresponds to so in English. I will choose my voice, set the parameters. I probably have to make my speech very fast. And this is the new voice. And saving the changes. And of course I have to proceed in the same way for the remaining blocks as well.
And
now, because the original,
can you switch to, like, if you don't like the sound of a voice, can you switch it out midstream and switch it to a different voice?
Yes. This is. I wanted to talk about that in the next step.
Okay,
you can always choose.
Jumping ahead. Sorry.
You can always choose another voice if you want. Well, you should keep the same voice for the same speaker, but your first choice is never forever. You can always change it. So here I have two more blocks, and they are kind of hidden, so I will unhide them and move everything around and align it. So now I have all the voices. The Portuguese dubbing is a little bit too long. I will fix it in a minute, but now let's have a listen. Let's see how it sounds. I will move your speech around as well. So here I want you to speak faster because we don't have enough space. So that's why I'm generating this clip again, because I need the blue boxes to be as long as the gray boxes.
My wife would love that feature and just make me speak faster, or not at all. Probably,
So I will now play my part, how I speak in Portuguese.
Traz mais precisão, mais contexto. Pode reutilizar conteúdo criado anteriormente. Mesmo que seja apenas uma palavra ou uma frase, até mesmo aquelas correspondências insignificantes de 10%.
The Portuguese track is too long. I will still refine it. I will make sure it is perfectly aligned, but we already have a taste of how our voices can sound in Portuguese. It's our baseline, so I can tweak it. I can make sure that the dubbing is of good quality. But already now we can hear that we both speak Portuguese, and when we export this video, viewers from Portugal who don't speak and don't read English will be able to understand our content. So now let's move to the third step, which is refining the dubbing.
So just so I can clarify too, for after that transcription and you upload the video, Crowdin automatically takes care of the technical parts, the transcription, the speaker detection, and the voice cloning. And then you just have to focus on the content accuracy. And once you do the dubbing, it automatically manages the transcription, the translation, and the voice generation. So you just adjust the voices and sync it to your liking for a natural human-looking result, right?
Yes, Crowdin helps you create transcription because there was a AI transcription. For translation, you can do it with the Crowdin's feature, or you can translate the text manually. In most cases, you will need to adapt the translation, probably in most cases, to make it shorter than the original so that it fits the lip movements. And then you just go ahead and play around with the voices to choose matching voices with the right parameters and to make sure it sounds like a human voice. So 11 Labs has a great library of voices. There are many wonderful voices to choose from. So first you need to spend some time in 11 Labs to search for the matching voice, and then you will be able to create some natural sounding track in here. Yes, we can go ahead. So now in this step, I will show you how to refine, synchronize, and export a final high-quality dubbed video. So we did a little bit of synchronization in the previous step when we tried to make sure that the tracks have the same length as the original. Yeah. Now we want to refine the result. So your dubbed speaker already sounds good. I will focus on my speaker now, so on the dubbing of my part. For example, here I want to, here again, I can choose another voice. So you can always change the voice, as we mentioned earlier, and you don't have to manually choose the same voice for all the tracks. You can, as I did it earlier, you can simply go to that little arrow next to Save Changes and hit Apply Voice to all clips on track. And now all the voices, all the segments have the same voice and the same settings. You only have to go to every block one by one and generate the voice. You can always change the content as well, the translation, I mean. So here I want to listen to the new voice.
Okay.
Bem, só quero resumir os benefícios. Mais precisão, mais contexto. Pode reutilizar conteúdo criado anteriormente.
So I can see that some blocks are overlapping, so now I will align everything. So again, I want to speak faster because the original is too fast, so the dubbing has to be, well, of the same speed. So I'll change in the speed in here and generating the voice again. Now, for this segment, for example, it's definitely too long. I want to make it faster, shorter. You can, for example, delete some words that are insignificant, such as here. I can maybe delete this insignificante or any other word that I think is insignificant, just to make the text shorter to fit it into the original speaker. And I have to do the same tweaks for the last two blocks as well. So we can already listen to it a bit.
Só quero resumir os benefícios. Isso traz mais precisão, mais contexto. Pode reutilizar conteúdo criado anteriormente, mesmo que seja apenas uma palavra ou uma frase. até mesmo aquelas correspondências
So I
de
can see that
10%.
my dubbing is still a little bit too long.
Acho que é hora de
I can,
mostrarmos
for
isso.
example, delete the fill words. There was one fill word at the beginning here.
It's really interesting how we're getting a window into what dubbers and subtitlers deal with all the time, and we've all been in situations watching a movie and getting irritated because the subtitling is not completely accurate, or the dubbing for that matter. But obviously, they always have to work around these time signatures like you're doing right now, and that's pretty interesting how that works, and you have to maybe remove some words just to make it all fit. Yeah. Very interesting. Thank you.
And it's very challenging, especially if you dub from English into basically another language, because most languages are longer than English. So if you dub into, I know, Polish, German, Portuguese, it's almost always much longer. So that's quite a bit of challenge.
Is Polish a lot longer, Dorota?
Yes, it's usually like 20% longer. German is even longer. Yeah. It's like 30% longer. Yeah. So that's quite a lot of work. So I will align those last tracks. Now, I skipped the demo forward a bit, so now you can see that everything is aligned, but in fact there was much more tweaking and refining involved behind the stage. So to save you some time and the struggle of alignment. So now everything sounds better. Let's have a listen.
Yeah.
Vamos resumir os benefícios. Mais precisão, mais contexto. Pode reutilizar conteúdo criado anteriormente, mesmo que seja apenas uma palavra ou uma frase. Mesmo aquelas correspondências de 10%.
So to achieve this alignment, I had to shorten the translation. So the translation was too long. I had to totally rewrite it. And now the text has the key message. It's all aligned, and we can save it. So we will hit save in here, and now we can approve it, and we can download the video. And now let's listen to
what are the formats that you can download, if I may ask? Are there?
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same as the original, and it's of the same quality as the original.
Awesome.
So let's have a listen to the fully dubbed short conversation between you and me from the previous episode, but in Portuguese.
Os ouvidos de muitos tradutores se animaram ao escutar sobre este recurso que nunca consideramos usar. Correspondências imprecisas, abaixo de 50%, quanto mais de 10%. Se pudéssemos aproveitar isso, seria maravilhoso. Vai em frente, estou a interromper-te.
Vamos resumir os benefícios. Mais precisão, mais contexto. Pode reutilizar conteúdo criado anteriormente, mesmo que seja apenas uma palavra ou uma frase. Mesmo aquelas correspondências.
So that's it. We went from one video to many, well, from one to two, but we can easily replicate the same process for other languages as well. Well, how do you like yourself speaking Portuguese?
I think I should add this to my LinkedIn right now. I'm going to load this clip to LinkedIn and add the Portuguese language into my credentials right now. You've made it very, very, very convincing. Thank you very much.
Or you can dub your highlights every time into a different language.
That would be good. So with Crowdin Dubbing Studio, you can easily adapt your videos to global audiences now, and not just the translations, but also the sound and the dubbing, and it allows you to adapt your content in any local language. What do our users have to do if they want to get access to this feature, Dorota?
Sure, you have to go to Crowdin's App Store, search for Dubbing Studio, and then scroll to the bottom of the page to find the request access form. Provide your email, and that's it. Wait until your email is whitelisted, and you can enjoy experimenting with the new feature.
Awesome. Well, thank you so very much for demoing this exciting new feature in Crowdin. We are still looking for people to join us, I believe, in the Language Wizards Circle to help us test all these new features on a monthly basis. What's special about that group, Dorota? If people sign up, what can they expect?
Well, you can expect a great community of brave language wizards who are testing new features in Crowdin. So if you think you are the right fit, drop us a line and we'll be happy to welcome you in this program.
Yeah, and we'll give you access to all the features that we're demoing here in the Crowdin Power Up series, and let you experiment with the latest features in the Crowdin platform. Dorota, thank you so very much for this month's episode, and we're looking forward to some more demos and new exciting features on the Crowdin platform next month.
Thank you. See you next time.